Today we have another section from Ali Williams' interview because she brought up a concept that she uses to describe her creative process, which, apart from being poetic and lovely, is a very useful one to help us to accept the way our process changes over time naturally. So I hope you find this helpful too. Here we go. Hello, this is Christina Rogers
and Irini Skiadopoulou. This is Zen and the Art of Innovation, a short podcast about how to bring more innovation and creativity into your life with the help of mindfulness.
Stay with us and take away a question to work on and suggestions to help you revitalise your creativity.
The creative instinct is often innovative, wanting us to do something new and perhaps to renew ourselves. But what links are there between creativity and seasons and cycles?
So I've found it quite helpful to think with my own process, such as it is,
Yes.
in a sort of a seasonal framework. So planting an idea or having an impulse, thinking, well, I would quite like to explore this, and then not knowing what more to do about that. Then so that's like planting a seed, and then the seed will germinate, and the germination process for Careless Talk, it was reading through the book. I did a bit of research about female spies, and full disclosure, she wasn't a spy, the woman in the play, but you kind of know that pretty quickly, that she's a bit hopeless. And then that's sort of that's inputting kind of useful information, or like watering it, and then the growing is where it's becoming something recognisable, where I was lucky that I had friends that I could show, trusted friends. I had 3 trusted friends that who were very kindly outside-eyed. I didn't have a director, and I didn't have money for a director, but I really could not have done it without those 3 kind friends and their feedback. And then the kind of the fruitful season is when you deliver it and growing in confidence. I mean, you'll always have nerves, so just embrace them. Just, you're going to have nerves. And then, and now I'm between projects. I've got a few dates of Careless Talk, and I would like to do it more and get it more on the circuit, but I don't have that many dates, so I'm watching the leaves fall from the tree and trying to enjoy that process and thinking, well, winter is here, so my creative winter, and I'm very lucky to be invited to work on this Fannying About project, and not knowing of what that is, and just the excitement about that, and just embracing the slightly hibernatory feel of this moment for me. And it's a concept, that appreciation of hibernation that I heard about, I think, in lockdown, and I wasn't that well, and I had started doing yoga, and I wasn't in a great place, and I don't know if I was a meditation or what it was, and I was doing yoga with So Yoga by Monsi Gilly, just to give her a quick plug, and the concept of hibernation, and that it's fine to be hibernating, and you're restoring, and we can embrace that without quite knowing what the next spring is going to bring, but trusting that there will be a spring.
Yes.
Yes, how lovely, because that's when we learn not to judge our inertia. We're hibernating. Exactly.
We are judging the inertia. That's a good phrase. Yeah.
We are gathering a new energy underground, just like the bulbs.
Yeah, love that.
And this is, I love the way that today's chat spoke so much about this sense of making mistakes as a way to renew things, editing as a way to create something from something structured and beautiful out of something which is perhaps tangled, like roots under the ground. And then the question about seasons really brought it together for me, and this concept of innovation being, just like nature renews itself constantly, every once a year in springtime, because there is that aspect as well, of course, that the tangled roots underground is where we are, where we live. Sometimes it may be in winter, sometimes maybe another time of the year, it doesn't really matter, but human beings, we do seem to want to sometimes hibernate and store energy and do that. So I really loved all the things that came up today, and I'm just wondering if anybody wants to add anything about what we talked about today.
Yeah, that was a nice summary. I'm just wanting to kind of bring it explicitly to us as human creative people. And to think again about your choosing to deliberately be present with yourself, with your creativity at various points during the week or whatever,
and with the lack of,
and with the lack of it. Yes. Well, but I suppose what I'm wanting to say is that being with yourself in an accepting way is what I would sort of summarize mindfulness as, and that when you do that regularly and consistently, then what happens, even for short times, what happens is that you discover that about yourself, that you are cyclical, that that there are days when you need to let go of everything, and there are days when there are so many ideas you can't keep up, and that's how it is, and any idea that you can have the productive, like in inverted commas, the productive moment every day is kind of crazy.
Yes.
It's not how we're made. Well, it's not how I'm made anyway. I don't actually know. Maybe there are some people, very prolific people, who somehow have worked out a way of doing it more frequently than I do. But yeah. So the mindful way, as it were, is to do that, is to be present and accepting of whatever.
Yes, I think that's lovely.
And not kind of hit yourself over the head because of that you happen to be in a not so productive part of the cycle.
Yeah, I think that's really.
And it's easier said than done, but like everything else, a bit of practice really helps.
Absolutely, and I'll be perfectly honest with you, it's work in progress for me.
Yeah, for everyone. And a very big thank you to Ali Williams for joining us, and Billy Mowbray for the lovely music.